pick up the phone and call me, I'll be there. Girl, let me show you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you guys so much for joining me for today's video. You guys, please ignore the background. This is what's going on. Basically, I was deciding what video I wanted to film. My house is a disaster. I need a film and I actually need to clean my house. So I was between that or what I was dreading the most, which was cleaning out and organizing all of my kitchen cabinets. And to be honest with you guys, I was just gonna do the clean with me, but the other one was just nagging and nagging at my head, and I've kept putting it off over and over and over since the year started. So I figured I would just go ahead and tackle that first, and then I would go ahead and clean up the rest of the house. So if you guys see a mess behind me, that is why. We are gonna focus on the kitchen right now for this video, and then we're gonna do the rest in part 2, which will be coming up. So that is what the plan of action is. Let's go ahead and get my kitchen decluttered, cleaned, and just organized. If you guys are in the same position as me, I highly encourage you guys to just play this video in the background while you get it done. I promise you'll feel better afterwards, or at least that's what I'm hoping for. But without further ado, as always, if you guys enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started with this video.
I'll be there.
Okay friends, the first two cabinets we are working on is this one and my medicine cabinet. So let me start off by letting you guys know I did not purchase anything new for this video for organization purposes. I'm just reusing everything and all the systems I already had, but I'm just playing with them, trying to make them work for me, because as you guys will notice, I actually have a very small kitchen and very limited cabinet space. So I need to make it work for me and my family of 2, which is just me and Jonathan. But throughout the years, we've definitely accumulated a lot of items and a lot of things that need space in the kitchen. So that is what we're gonna do. Some things might look like a mishmash, but it works out for us. Starting off with this cabinet, I'm actually gonna make it my get well and my baking cabinet, which I mean go hand in hand, right? Baking makes you feel well. But anyways, I am gonna have my medicines, my teas, and then my baking supplies up at the top. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just organizing some of the miscellaneous baking stuff that I have, as well as these silicone molds, before moving on to our medicines.
You're the one for me, child. And when we're together, my love, you give me hope and a way to cope, yeah.
First tip I can give you is definitely make sure to go through all of your medicine and throw out anything that is expired. I also had doubles of a few of these, so I just put them in the same packaging if there was room. And in this container here, I'm just adding any additional medicine that is already in a container, as well as a few extra stuff like a thermometer and just some like first aid kit things that I have laying around. And this next one, I'm just adding our Theraflu teas and our prescription medications here. And yeah, this system is not the prettiest, but it works. And again, just utilizing the containers I already had. This one is one of my favorites and it has worked perfectly for us. So I just have all of our tea bags here. If the packaging has the name of the tea, that was great and awesome. And if it didn't, all I did is I cut out a little square of the box they came in and I just added it into the row I put the tea bag in. So I'm just adding here some extra teas that we recently bought. And yeah, I just love how organized this is, and it really does work for us, and I've enjoyed continuing to just refill it up when we're missing a tea.
I'll be there. Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child. And when we're together, my love.
And now that we have everything in their corresponding organization system, we are gonna go ahead and fill up the cabinet. And this made me feel so good because our medicine cabinet was such a mess for the past few months since Jonathan broke his hand. It had just been a complete disaster, so it made me really happy to just truly condense everything we had and just make it look nice and organized. Like I said, the second shelf has our teas and of course our honey. I love honey with our teas. That's basically the sweetener we use for all of them. Let me know, do you guys use honey or sugar? But anyways, up at top, I'm adding those baking items I have, and that is it for this cabinet.
Your loneliness kills me, but your loving it thrills me. Won't you speak those words? I'll be there. Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child.
Okay, friends, do you guys call them cabinets or cupboards? I don't know. I've been saying cabinet, so that's what I'm gonna say. But moving on to the cabinet directly below, I'm just starting off by refilling some of these containers. I definitely figured that I need to go grocery shopping after doing all of this because I am low on a lot of things, but anything I could refill, I did. And then on this Lazy Susan, I love having items that I use for cooking pretty often. We do have a makeshift pantry in our hallway. It's actually like our coat closet, but we never use it as a coat closet, so we just moved our pantry in there. However, in the cabinet right next to our stove, I just like having items I reach for often and every single time I cook. So this Lazy Susan has all of those spices and different items. But now moving to organizing things inside of the cabinet itself, I'm adding all these containers with, again, things I use frequently like oats, spaghetti, pasta, white rice, and so on. And then I will organize all of Jonathan's spices towards the back. If you guys didn't know, Jonathan loves grilling and smoking and doing all of the cooking that is outside. So he purchases his own spices, which are those big containers in the back. So I just organized those for him. And then my Lazy Susan, of course. And that is it. I just love having everything handy here that I can easily reach for. But now for this drawer, I actually didn't do much. It's already, organized. I just kind of cleaned it up a bit. But this is just our utensil drawer. So just organizing that a bit.
This love come and bury my stride and carry on. And carry on.
This drawer is my favorite. It is my spice drawer. I will link the system I used down below, but they're actually like little shelves or little racks, and then of course the glass jars for each spice. I did use my Cricut to make all of the labels, and as you guys will see, I am missing some labels on some new spices I added after I did the first batch of them. But anyways, like I did previously, I'm just gonna go ahead and refill some of the spices I had on hand. I just purchased the cheapest one from Walmart, and then I just transfer them into these glass jars, and that is it. But I do have to go purchase a few that I was missing because I need to refill the glass jar and I didn't have any of the actual spice available. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and add these back into my drawer before actually putting these on the door. You guys will see in just a minute what I mean, but I thought I would store them in here and then ended up changing my mind. I found that they worked perfectly on these little shelves that I've had on this door for a while, and again, it's in the cabinet with all the things I reach for when cooking, so just perfect.
She comes like the rays of the sun, she shines. A 10 out of 10, Lord, she's no less than a dime.
And again, I'm just keeping this drawer the same. I just decided to take everything out and give it a good clean. But these are the little acrylic shelves I used for the spices. Again, I will have them linked down below in the description box. I've had them for over a year and I still enjoy them, but they just help me organize this drawer with all the different utensils that I have for cooking and so on.
To have this love come and bury my strife and carry on. And carry on. She got the soul of a warrior.
Now for the space above my microwave, I actually finally threw away all of these supplements. So this is a company I actually used to work for, so I would get supplements for free every single month. And although I always gifted supplements to my sister and to my sister-in-law, my mom, and just anyone who wanted them, I still managed to accumulate a little stash of my own. And I just felt bad throwing them away because it just feels horrible to throw food away. And even though they're not food, they're supplements, I don't know, it took me a very long time, but they were definitely expired and I just went ahead and put them in the trash. But I designated this like our plasticware spot, as well as like aluminum foil and so on. And now we are moving on to this other cabinet, which is just a bunch of miscellaneous things that we use, so I need to keep, but they don't have a specific spot. So I have a lot of like cake pans and a lot of like big cups in here and so on. So I'm just cleaning things out. A lot of our stuff from our junk drawer, which is directly on top, falls through, so I'm just picking that up as well and just going through and organizing as best as I can.
To help me feel fine, 'cause I've been waiting for most of my life to have this love come and bury my strife and carry on, and carry on, yeah.
And since I moved all of our medicine and well-being items to the other cabinet, I now have so much extra space to just scoot all of our plates and our cups. So that is what I'm doing. It felt so good, you guys. I had everything stacked on top of each other, and finally I have enough space to just spread it out. And I don't know, that was very satisfying to me.
Whenever you're lonely, just pick up the phone and call me. I'll be there. Girl, let me show you. You're my one and only, like I told you. I'll be there.
On the last shelf up here, I'm just adding some of our plastic Tupperware. And these cabinets are getting so old, you guys. I can definitely tell that they are bowed, or the shelves are bowed. But I don't know, we just haven't pulled the trigger on remodeling this kitchen because we just have a lot of things going on. But yeah, it definitely does bother me. I do wish I had new cabinets and a new kitchen, but we're making it work for now. But anyways, I'm moving on to organizing our pots and pans. And yeah, again, just working with what I had. I actually ended up getting rid of that organizer I just moved to the side. That's meant for like lids, I think. It was just too big and I really wasn't using it. So I figured I could do without it. And I could. It really did work out in the end. So I'm just gonna finish off with this one before moving on to the doggy cabinet.
I'll be there. If my mind is reeling from the stress that I'm feeling, I need you. I'll be there. I just need your love, and I long for your touch. Won't you tell me I'll be there? Your loneliness kills me, but your love
is our dog cabinet. So we just keep all of their treats in here, their costumes, their sweaters, their leashes and harnesses towards the back, and then their toys and puzzles, of course. And then I'm just gonna finish off by washing dishes and just kind of cleaning up. I do have to go through and actually clean the kitchen, so I need to wipe down the cabinets, I need to wipe down the island on the other side, and so on. I also have to mop, but I didn't have enough time on this day. I was actually already tired. I ended up having to take a little break in between filming to take my nephew to his soccer practice, so that took away some time, and I just figured I got what I needed to get done for this day, and that was good enough. But anyways, I will walk through in just a bit and just show you guys how everything turned out.
I'll be there. Your heartache, it kills me, but your loving, it thrills me. Yeah, I'll be there. Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child. And when we're together, my love, you give me hope and a way to cope. Yeah, yeah.
I did, however, manage to actually clean the microwave and wipe down the stove, which again just truly creates an environment where I am calm and I enjoy just having the kitchen wiped down at least. But that is all I did for cleaning. Again, I will show you guys just a walkthrough of how everything turned out in just a bit, so just hang on in there just for a little bit more.
Whenever you're lonely, just pick up the phone and call me. I'll be there. Girl, let me show you, you're my one and only, like I told you. I'll be.
Okay friends, so the kitchen is clean except for mopping. I will go ahead and leave that for tomorrow, but I want to show you guys just the end result of all the cabinets. So this one right here, bottom shelf, is just anything like medicine, anything that we need, vitamins, so on. Above it, I just have teas. I think that kind of goes along with medicine, so I figured that'd be the perfect spot. And then up at the top, I just have miscellaneous baking stuff that I use. And yeah, that is basically it for this cabinet right here. I just love how it came out. But next up, right below it, I have the utensil. So I just have all of our utensils in these acrylic holders. These are just, again, miscellaneous thing that I reach for every single day. And then these I use for like dips and so on. So this basically stayed the same. I just cleaned it up a bit. And then right below it in this cabinet is everything that I reach for basically on a daily that doesn't have to go into the pantry because I need it for anything I cook. So spices and so on. So this is what it looks like. Those fit back there just perfectly. And then again, I just have this Lazy Susan with a lot of the spices that I reach for every single day. And then right here, I have my extra like spices that are not in the glass containers, and I can just add to this little shelf as I purchase new ones. Because moving on to this side of the stove, I have this drawer right here with all of my spices. I absolutely love this drawer. I think it's just so aesthetically pleasing, but as you guys can see, I'm running low on a few of my spices, so I will go ahead and refill those. But yeah, I'll just refill these, and yeah, I just love this drawer so much. I think it's so perfect. And then next to it is this drawer. This drawer just has a lot of like my bigger cooking utensils. So all of my wooden stuff, my I don't know what you call this, stainless steel, I don't know, knives, and then just plastic. I try not to reach for plastic ones. I try to use the wooden ones instead, but I do still have a few for special occasions. And then right below it, I have these, and I just have like my big, like my air fryer, my Instapot, like all that type of stuff. And on this side, I have all of our, I don't know, pots and pans. So I just have my caraway pots and pans up there, the lids down here, and then just extra miscellaneous pots and pans, and that is it. I do need to go through and wipe down all of the doors, but that'll be in my next video because it's pretty late now. But anyways, moving up to these, I have my like glassware, and then our plates, and then up here I actually have a free spot, but up here is actually where I have just like our Tupperware, plastic Tupperware. But yep, so all of this down here is just like cups and glassware and so on. And I forgot to show you guys, but up here above the microwave, I just have like extra right done. And then on this side, I have just like plasticware and like our aluminum foil and so on. Now moving on to this side, this is our junk drawer that I'm not going to show you guys because it is way too messy and I did not declutter it. But down here, I just have everything else that didn't have a specific spot, but that we do reach for. So I wanted to have it in like one of my cabinets. In this drawer right here, I just have, again, just cooking stuff that I don't always reach for, but I still use. So I just keep that here, like a cheese shredder and like my extra KitchenAid attachments and so on. And then down here, I have all of the stuff we use for our puppies. So their treats, their leashes back there, their toys, and so on. And the last and final spot, I didn't actually organize because I've kept this a little bit organized. I just cleaned it out a little bit, but I just have all of our cleaning stuff down here. More cleaning stuff, and plastic bags. So that is everything. And yes. Okay, and that is everything. It is already pretty late, so we're gonna head out to grab some dinner. But if you guys want to see the finished, like clean kitchen, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and come back for part 2, which is gonna be like the cleaning of the rest of the house plus just finishing up the kitchen, because that's all I got done today and that's all I'm gonna worry about. I just kind of got it ready for the night just so we can live with it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.